Hold on to your butts.
Two minutes. 2 minutes, Nico.
Wow.
For Carl!
Hey, Carl. This absolutely last second, totally unplanned, but here we are. Stream is brought to you by the Sea of Stars and SnowRunner. You know what? I'm sitting down. I'm thinking, oh, I was supposed to do a multiplayer stream with Miss Moon both last week and this week, but, you know, family and whatever. She's got stuff to do, so it didn't happen. I'm sitting around and finally decided, you know what? I don't know what my schedule is going to end up looking like the rest of the week, so screw it. I'm going to stream some quick SnowRunner here today and now because I'm building a castle as long as the, you know, save file stays cool and everything. I've got the game up. Everything's still where I left it, so I'm feeling good there. And then I noticed that our good friend Dan Servo was posting that he and the return of Chalissa are coming up in just over an hour. So I said, screw it. I'll stream for an hour and 10 minutes and then we'll just raid on over there and take a look and see what they're doing, because I'm going to be playing the SnowRunner here anyway. May as well televise it just to watch me go for some of them extra swearing points. It is officially still a test bingo scenario, because I forgot to actually look at all of the summary of events that come through to my bot to see how it can read all of those, turn them into sound effects and things. So we're gonna go back to testing. I'm probably just gonna set off a couple arbitrarily, just for the hell of it, whether I do them or not, just so that the events get made out there. Some of them will go off automatically, and I don't have my streamer version of the control panel up. That means I need to go make one. Well, gosh dang it. What did I put that? I put a link. I got a link to my own channel over here just to kind of try to pretend like I can help myself out sometimes. There we go. So where's the control? There it is. I have to make the window just a tiny bit bigger. Oh my god, that print is so small. Oh my god. Okay, if I 2 fingers zoom it, that pulls it in. Okay, that's looking better. Yeah, include the free square. Ooh, that's right. I get to include the SnowRunner events today. I'm gonna have to work on remembering what all of those are. We are gonna say that this counts as story time. So how does that come off over here? Nope, and nope, it saw your chat there, Bardic, but it didn't see the Stream Bingo ones. Ooh. Okay, that's going to be a challenge. I'm going to have to work on that. Short stream. I don't have any mods running on the Switch, because the Switch has always been kind of barely stable anyway. It's actually been more stable for longer than many of the other platforms, but lately it's worried me a fair amount. So I definitely have no mods loaded on it. I'm a little hesitant to even want to do the multiplayer on it. For multiplayer, I'd probably go back and run off the Steam Deck again. There were the couple of new follows that came in last week when I was doing this, and I promised them that I'd come back and do multiplayer Friday, and then I had that bad rumbly in my tumbly, so Friday didn't happen at all. But yeah, and then especially since I'm going to cut this one down to just an hour. You know what? Screw everything, screw everybody. That's what I say. But this way I get a little bit of driving in, and I feel for my own personal satisfaction level that I've managed to get something accomplished, because my schedule is just batshit. Boom, there we go. I had to find a way to use up my first sword. There we go. Oh, hey, I have to go to my alt account real quick so that I can join the game over there and keep track. Calling the events, I'm actually not too worried about the message getting intercepted by my bot, because it puts the little scrolly thing up top, and it's not like you really have to be paying total attention to that. But I would very much like to be able to trap the bingo winner event, so that I could make sound automatically. Miss Moon, there's a I won bingo redeem. Actually, there's 2 of them now. There's 2 of them, Nico. That you trigger once you get bingo, and then she's got a couple of different sound effects. But that involves manual labor, and people have to know about it, and then people are firing off the bingo event when they're not winning bingo, and it makes it funny, but I'm just looking to automate. So I think I may, speaking of having to get my fresh token, I may have to change the permissions that my tokens go asking for. But yeah, you know what? That's enough. That gets us started. Let me flip over here to the game real quick, because I've actually got it all preloaded, pre-going. I'm even in the truck. I wonder if I could do a text capture. Well, that's what I was looking to see if I could do. But yeah, you'll notice in the chat log right down here that well, I guess I've only got the very last one from you. I thought I had it set to keep that permanently logged and just scroll it off the top, but it is missing some. You put these in, and it goes in. I wonder if it is timing them out from the top down. This one does go through Stream Elements, and sometimes Stream Elements does what Stream Elements wants to do, so it may be auto-timing them out. In any event, the Stream Bingo, you'll notice, isn't coming through on this chat log. It's also not making it into my bot. So that's something I may have to work. There may be a legitimate test stream coming out later in the week to kind of fight with that. I'm waiting to see if that I wonder just fades out or not, because it didn't used to. So anyway, I'm back to trucking. I've already got my headlights on and my beacons on for safety. This is a castle made of sugar. It's actually a 2-phase construction, so I have all of the components for phase 1 loaded up here. I just got to get them across the river. I just finished loading up the metal beams here at this plant. I will be back here later because I am going to need two of the medium-sized cargo containers, which is 4 slots worth, so I can't do this all in one load. I think I need to bring 2 cement with those from the port. I should have grabbed one of them, but didn't, because I got this set up for myself last night. Keep babysitting dinos on Ark. Well, they need that. Cool. Well, happy hanging out. And then once Dan and Shalissa are ready to go, doing some Portal... I assume Portal 2 today. I don't think... No, Portal 1 I don't think had multiplayer. It was just 2. So once they're good to go, I will raid on over there. And then, depending on how the evening goes, I may have to have a hardcore bingo test stream. That may not happen tonight. I may have to do some coding first to get all of the bot-related events to actually come through. Yeah, that's a different kind of hardcore test stream. You heard it first here. Jedi After Dark Hardcore coming sometime soon. Still don't know which day my holiday stream is finally going to happen on. I suspect it's going to be a New Year's Eve afternoon stream. I think Master Jedi now has a we are leaving the house on New Year's Day for an unknown amount of time and for an indefinite amount of mud day. And not the cool mud here that I can just drive through and be done with, but the kind that's going to get all over my boots and up my pants and cause a giant mess because it rains here every day now. Hey, Streamlabs, at least you're working. Let's see. First, I know, well, I prefer staying home all the time, but that's just my personal weird preference. That's just me. It's not Master Jedi. I presume we will be going to some sort of state park somewhere because we just renewed our state parks pass. But, you know, it's a big state. Through a weird course of Google Foo, Master Jedi has learned that the state of Oregon is larger in terms of square footage than the entire UK. So, there's a lot of parks. There's a lot of state parks here. There are only a couple national parks. There's 0 national parks in Alaska. Although there was a national monument in one of them. Plus they had Carhenge. Although we never actually got out because that's in the Panhandle. Yeah, suck it, UK. So in theory, that means tomorrow would be the so-called holiday stream. Oh God, I'm. Okay, that was a little scary. I'm using the big fancy new iPad for Stream Deck today, because the original one I had, that is kind of semi-permanently becoming Stream iPad, I accidentally let it get down to 9% power and the charger's upstairs. So it's sitting upstairs, and I so last second decided to do this stream that I didn't even go up to grab it to bring it down here. So we're using the fancy new one, and all of a sudden, it's built for Apple Intelligence. So when the word that begins with an S that triggers her listening to you that I can't risk saying out loud, well, I think I can say the word Siri. Oh, damn it, I can't. She's excited. I'm sorry. Shh, shh, shh. Don't listen. Don't listen. Stop. And anyway, the screen gets all crazy glowy and stuff because it's listening. Oh God, it's still listening. Okay, it went away. I didn't even have to say hey in front of it. We have to be very careful when talking around the Echo device on the mantle over there as well. But luckily you can call it the Echo device and it doesn't. As long as you don't use her real name. Every once in a while it just starts flashing. It's really pretty though. It's all pink and blue and a little red and some orange and everything. Fortunately, with the Apple Intelligence, it seems to be able to figure out when I'm very clearly not talking to it. When it can't pick out a question, it just gives up. Which is nice until the day you do ask it a question and it doesn't get it, so it ignores it. It's also possible now that it's powered by AI. Spoiler alert, technically it's always been AI. It's just super trendy to call it AI now. They may have whittled that back. It is so smart now that it doesn't matter. You don't really have to cue it off. At least not as strongly as it did before. I don't know. I think they just make up the rules as they go. Chances are it's probably broken now, but that's fine. They're in charge of it, so how would you know? Come on, just pull this last hill. I know you're full of really heavy things. Oh, look at that delivery one. I bet we're going to get animations out of this. I'm going to take these glasses off so I can see. So I brought you bricks, and I brought you some metal beams. Yes, animation. Austria was desperately short of 18th century castles, so they're going to build some fresh ones now. That's clearly how this is designed to go. Since the last stream, in order to try to... I don't know if repair is quite the right word, but in order to attempt to recover from the massive glitch problem that I had that screwed up my save file. It wasn't irrecoverable, I guess I should say, but in working through all of that, I have managed to collect the other RV that was a new vehicle this year. It is on this map, and it is ready to do a little refueling action if needed. First, hey, oh god, Old Bacon Face, welcome in.
Snakes.
Did you miss the snow? Damn it, you did. Bardic took it all. It's between the two of you to figure out what happened to it. Let's see, so I do have that, and I also brought the Ford F-750 over here. My full-on traditional fuel mule. But I am going to see if I can... Let me try this again. I'm going to see if I can get this truck back around to the gas station to fuel up. I got this massive collection of junk going on over here at the gas station. But I have two vehicles that can act as fuel mule. As it happens, going back this way lines me up pretty well for going to the port. I'm going to go to the port first to get cement, and then I'm going to go by the factory to pick up the 2 cargo containers, and then we're coming right back over here after that. And we're going to build our castle. And with any luck, that gives me 53 minutes to do that before the Dan and Shalissa show kicks off, so I think that'll be a good enough time. And then that gets my Snow Runner of the Week in. That'll make me happy. I'm already happy with it. I think what happened is there was a unique event in the code. Somewhere there was some sort of a memory leak, probably resulted in a memory overrun somewhere, and that overwrote something, and the game just couldn't figure out how to deal with it. And what happened was that was a 3-hour stream. At about the 1-hour point, I think that was the last good save across the board. And then from that point on, it was trying to do saves, but something somewhere had overrun, so it didn't quite have all that it needed to know in order to do it. So I think it was doing partial saves over the top of that file, and that resulted in some weird things happening. Oh, let's see. Yeah, classic Bardic, I know. Yeah, I've had enough snow. You're both welcome to it. At least your console didn't bite the dust. You have to tell me what the hell happened and how you fixed Sandwich's machine, because as soon as we got through the intro roll yesterday, Master Jedi had a series of conversation topics that we had to go through, so I ended up having to take my earbuds out, so I missed everything Sandwich. And then I missed all of the messages that you had sent me. I missed everything that went on at Nico Stream. I ended up missing everything for the rest of the day because that's how the weekend is going. Oh, did he not actually say? Well, in that case, you just have to tell me what the hell happened. He was prepared to have to buy a brand new PlayStation. The last I'd heard was that One theory stated that it was just some capacitors blown out, so maybe the replacement could be a partial instead of a full. And then all of a sudden, oh no, Bartek had a thing and it just worked. So did you mail him a brand new PlayStation? Did you have it overnighted to him? Oh, okay. Yeah, that is what I was wondering. Oh, well, it was definitely haunted. But it was haunted just very quickly. Just boost, power down, gone forever, dead. Which is how, it's like a Japanese horror. The spirit showed up, it latched onto a host, it killed the host, and the story was over. I love Japanese horror movies. There's no reason they should ever be longer than about 20 minutes tops, but somehow they managed to stretch into about 90. Or you do the American remake on them, and it's still the exact same story, but they stretch it out to 2 hours. And make you think that the final girl might actually survive, but spoiler alert, she does not. Unless it's a bad remake. I would be willing to accept that it was a Mahjong incident. I don't know if that's the baddest that I have ever seen sandwich, but it was up there. It made the list. It would not surprise me if he's ever walking through a Chinatown somewhere and comes across a shop that sells Mahjong tiles, and he just reaches through the window, grabs them, and throws them down the street, and then runs away. That's what I'm putting my money on. Yeah, that entire game was really getting to him at that point. I used to love achievement hunting on Xbox. I think what ended up doing that was... Actually, I think it was the move here that destabilized everything so much that I didn't quite have as much time for the Xbox. I did have the Xbox hooked up in the apartment that we stayed in for the first year we were here, though. I played Mad Max, 100%ed that game. Oh, I still love that game. There's the 750. This is a water tanker that they gave me for free over here. And I've done all the water missions, so I'm just waiting to take it away and sell it. But once I got the full 1,000 gamer score on Mad Max, it started getting less and less use. And then when we moved into this house, the downstairs gets frigid in winter. And it only gets down. I think the lowest temperature I've seen here is 12. Normally it hovers right around 32 through winter, and that's it, but it feels way colder downstairs. Xbox had everybody... Well, yeah, you kept track of your total score. Mine ended up... I think I was just a couple grand short of 100k gamer score. That was my goal. I wanted to get into the 100k club, and I came up to like 97 and change once I finished with Mad Max, and then the playtime just dropped off dramatically. It's a big part of why I play on the Switch now, because of its portability. So I can cart it around from room to room, and I can hook it up to just whatever TV. And my Xbox is hooked up to the great big 65-incher downstairs, which is the only way to play Xbox, unless you've got a 75-inch TV. But the 65 won't fit up here. That is the television that was struck by lightning when we lived in Nebraska, and had to have 2 computer boards repaired. And finally, the LED screen has developed some streaks, red streaks, so they're festive. And for a while, once it warmed up, they would go away, but now they don't go away anymore. So it's a little brutalized. It's a gorgeous 3D TV. I still have the 3D Blu-ray hooked up to it. Haven't used that in about the same amount of time that I haven't used my Xbox down there anymore. So I've got a 4K monitor that I'm looking at over here that I have this Switch hooked up to. Obviously, it's only driving it in regular HD. My Switch 2 someday, maybe late March, might actually drive the full 4K. My video capture card has 4K pass-through, but only does regular HD capture. That'll work great for the stream, because I can't stream higher than this point anyway. Oh, wait a minute. Am I going to the wrong place? Damn my eyes. I thought I had to go back to the port. I have to go to the village over here, don't I? Yeah, okay. That's okay. I didn't go too far out of my way, at least. I think this stretch Has some really obnoxious mud in it, but we'll just have to deal with that. I think this alleyway is accessible for getting over there. Oh, hey, look at that. It's SnowRunner, and it's dark, so I can't see where I'm backing up. I'll just do it this way. Real trucks have no problem jackknifing. Oh, that's right, he's got the top one. So let's see. In grand total, I have lost 4 trucks now to SnowRunner glitches. That is a new bingo square, by the way. I'll go get that one momentarily once I get over to the village here. The very first time was Season 12. The game crashed while changing maps. So the truck that I was driving at the time just ceased to exist. Which pissed me off at the time because it was one of the brand new trucks with that season. Luckily, it really wasn't a great truck. It was one of those that was articulated for the driving, so it was kind of a pain in the ass to drive. So I was okay with it, even though that game cost me fake money. This time around, though, because it was doing partial saves, I think the truck that I was driving at the time... Am I turning too soon? Oh yeah, I'm turning way too soon. That's because I'm busy chatting. So the truck that I was driving at the time got disappeared. It didn't get into the save file on either map. So it was kind of like losing it on a map transition again. That was fine. And then the other 2 that disappeared, one of them was a truck that I had taken out of storage and put onto the map and left out on the map. I think what happened is it saved coming out of storage, but it did not get saved existing on the map, so it's just deleted. And then I restarted the game, but without restarting the Switch to load up that file. That's how I discovered that things had gone bad, because I was worried. I pulled another truck out of storage to redo the couple of missions that I had sort of lost progress on. So I got those finished back up so that I was going to be at the same net state for the next time the stream went. And I left that pulled out of storage truck sitting on the map when I quit the game. And the way the Switch runs is it doesn't actually, I don't think it dumps stuff out of memory unless you restart it, the hardware, or if you launch a different game. So even though I had it stop executing, I think it still saved some game state in memory. So I had the exact same thing happen with that second truck. It got pulled out of storage. It got recorded as being pulled out of storage, but it did not get recorded as living on the map. So that one event ended up costing me 3 trucks. I have done that experiment a couple more times after completely restarting several times over, and I haven't seen it happen again. So I don't think it's explicitly a bug in Season 14. I think it's just a, 1 in a million transient thing that just kind of happened, and it had carry-on effects that I was oblivious to until it was too late. So I don't think I don't think I can complain too much to the developers directly, except that clearly they need a better system for saving game state. But that's not going to happen this late in the game's life cycle. There we go, right on. But it still does make me a little nervous every time I power down the game now. Let's see. Nope, I didn't want to do that one. I want to stop the engine real quick. Let me go check out them bingo squares. What do I have here? Nope. I'm just going to randomly call that one. Actually, I think I have a button that just calls something random. I should use that instead. I'll use that one next. We'll try it out. That right there counts as viewer plays a sound. Congratulations. Who have I got here? Hey, Durkle, welcome back, man. Oh, yeah, I got bingo events running. I'm testing some stuff out. I've added parachute landing for any amount of points. Let's see. I'm sure at some point I've done that one there. I got lots to go before my overtime swearing. I actually haven't complained about the load times yet. That's coming, though. What do we have? I've complained about the weekdays, but I haven't complained about the weekend yet, so we're going to leave that there. I haven't spilled any cargo. I've complained about a glitch in the game. Definitely got to count that one. Complains about the game deleting his trucks. It's only done it twice in the 3 years I've been playing this game, but it counts. There we go. I got a couple more sitting out there. Kinda waiting to go. Oh, hey, have I actually not... I forgot to join the game with my alt. Oops. Should probably do that. Let's tick all of those off. Mark that. Come back over here. Man, I am keeping myself busy. That's why this is a test stream. Oh yeah, I left that window super zoomed in so I could actually see the numbers. The fact that I load up the game and say before the stream was indicative. Well, yeah, I always do that because it's slow. But normally what'll happen is when I go to change maps or something, that's when I'll gripe about how slow the damn thing is, and then it will occur to me that I hit the wrong button. Actually, loading the game from the start menu is by far the longest load. And then that will lead into me keeping my fingers crossed for Switch 2 with its promise of increased load times. But in this game, I pretty much need to be looking at a map load before I get too gripey about things. This one I actually don't want to pack. That's okay, because the containers that I'm going for are going to take a lot more space. Because I've got the full trailer on, we're going to go the long way around. Because I got the trailer on, I'm not going through that bad section of road there, because that bad section of road is a really bad section of road. It's the bad kind of bad. It's the kind that would trigger the Jedi flips his truck and Jedi spills all of his cargo events, both. So let's see, who's going to build me up a quick and dirty path here. I think that's the one I want to be on. I'm gonna go build us a castle. Oh man, I should. I think I forgot. I need to add Jedi gripes about the fact that it's dark 20 hours a day in this damn game. Which, yeah, sure, that's a real thing in some places, but it's everywhere here. Did you land as far away as possible? Yeah, I know. That's the way. That's the way this game works. This parachute game is lies. I think I got enough fuel to at least get over there, and then by the time I've gotten over there, yeah, I got another 38 minutes until the Servoverse is ready to boot up. So I should be able to get over there, and then later on, off stream, I can have my fuel mule come over and top me up. Then I gotta go sell the big water tank because there's no more use for it in Season 14. I've done all the water missions. I'm getting low on uses for this trailer as well. I've got a lot of logging missions left. I have done all of the short log missions. I love the way that they give you the brand new short logging trailer for free after you finish the last mission that requires taking short logs anymore. So I've already taken that away and sold it. It's a big help, thanks game. I have several of the farming missions to go. And that's probably where this trailer will still get some use. I gotta carry soybeans and potatoes and stuff around. Also, the next mission up on this map, farming-wise, you need to use the cultivator and the seeder, but the only farming trailer on this map right now is the harvester, the one that I'm actually not going to need for that part of the mission. So I'm going to spend a lot of time driving back and forth between maps with the first trailer that I've already scored off of this map, or off of this season. But this next field up is going to give me what I think is the better of the two new tractors, with, you know, 1 or 2 tractor missions left to go. Damn it. At least it's given it to me before I finished all the farming. The big Castle Celebration regional mission, this Castle Made of Sugar, is actually the second to last mission in that chain. I don't remember what the last one was. It's not active yet, but I did look at it once. Completely forgotten what it is. I think it is back on the other map, though. Lift the floating cement slightly out of the way in order to get the 2 cargo containers mounted up. Okay, I'm still over 200 meters at this point. I should be able to make it over to the castle. I have done all of the contests / races. I did those all last night. I was pretty nervous about 2 out of the 4. But the first one that I was nervous about, I actually cleared it by 45 seconds out of a 4 or 5 minute timer. So it wasn't terrible. It was close. The other one that I was worried about, though, was a 4.5 minute timer, and I made it with 5 seconds left. It was on the verge of being that stupid race that you have to do every season they've got one. That stupid thing that's you're going to be 30 seconds short, or too long, the first time you do it, and then you're only going to be able to get about 5 seconds faster every time you do it, over and over and over again. Okay, 2 cargo containers, 2 cements, got them both. Set this down on top, pivots, match, because we enjoy matching. And let's roll. Let's see, before I step off the side, I do want to mess around with call random. Call a random number? Absolutely. Which one? Number 17. Oh, hey, look at that. I pretend reached a stream goal. Very nice. No, I do not. It's okay. Don't need it. I believe I have a button that says call everything. I honestly don't know why you would have that button. I guess it'll throw off the fireworks or stuff the moment anyone that... Maybe it's for people to race to be the first one to click the bingo button. I don't really know. But it definitely seems like a silly button. You also, as the streamer, have the ability to connect that to a redeem. So you can have someone in chat automatically call all squares on bingo, and then, you know, what do you do? I guess that's if you've got a hot tub stream. And as soon as someone calls bingo, I'm getting in the hot tub, and then you offer up a redeem for... trigger everything. I don't know. I'm stretching a little bit to come up with valid ideas. I'll only end this stream once someone gets bingo, and then you call all the squares, and then you hope someone actually... Well, if someone else doesn't click it, then you can click it yourself. Even that doesn't really make any sense. There's one streamer out there who asked the developers for that ability, and it must be a streamer that makes them a decent chunk of change. So they said, yeah, sure, we could do that, I guess. Luckily, all of the redeems are not enabled by default. You have to explicitly go out and turn them on. And then the one thing that they don't mention is that it actually will auto-build the redeem for you. So after I turned on, I think I've got 2 active. The call for a vote and call a random one. I turned on the first one and nothing happened right away, so I went out and I built a redeem, and I just needed to figure out how do I connect these two. And then all of a sudden I noticed, nope, while I was adding the first one, then it got around to adding the second one. So go back and delete mine. But you can edit the one that they've added in order to put an icon on it and change its color. I think you can change the text, but I'm not positive. Because I know trigger fire, when you connect a redeem to the sound effect there, it needs the exact name as the redeem displays. Because it monitors chat and it looks for the redeem name. Which is how I know it's definitely possible for JediBot to know when a bingo event has occurred. You just have to set it up so that it's subscribed to the correct events, and mine is obviously not. Next challenge to come up after getting that connected is I'm going to have to actually come up with some form of sound effect to connect with bingo achieved. Do the redeem that calls for a bingo vote. That would probably be handy to put a sound effect on for viewer purposes. Because that one, honestly, I don't remember if it actually puts up, a little toast display over there or not. I know that the text pops up in the chat, and if you happen to have your bingo card up, it animates a little color, and then the whole thing kind of fills in the circles with green, so you know that you are in voting mode. So yeah, some sort of digital tinkle, as it were, would probably be useful there. And I think once I've got it subscribed up so that I get the bingo notifications, I suspect I will get all of the stream bingo notices. But right now, yeah, my bot doesn't get that sent through anything at all from the stream bingo bot. I was worried that I was going to have to add it as a known bot so that it would ignore it. Hey, there you go. Random bingo. Hey, look at that. I got more followers just like that. Pretty sure that's how it works. So let's see. As long as I'm pointed downhill, this seems like a safe point. Definitely need to have the complaining about dark. Yeah, definitely. Nope, it's not seeing the stream bingo bot at all. Yeah, the downside to random bingo gives you nothing. Although that also happens with the vote one. My personal strategy... Hey, there you go, up to vote. Is, yeah, I'll start a vote early when there's only a couple of people in bingo, and so I'll try to cast a vote for some of the hard ones that almost never show up. And then inevitably, the other 2 people who join bingo early are of the same mind, so they will also vote for the other hard ones. And then, of course, I only ever have 1 out of the 3, so I only got a 1 in 3 chance of actually getting something to show up for me. But then I'm also elite Haxor mod, so it knows to call mine most of the time. It knows. Oop, okay, we're going highball up this hill. Yeah, I notice it is saving over there on the side. Don't corrupt me. Pretty corruptible as is. I need to deliver these 2 first. Nope, well, that one first. Okay, whatever. Then those. And then I can stop the engine. I can restore the crane. Pack the cargo. Okay, everyone stand by. Stand by. You get an animation for the middle. You do not get an animation for completing the task. Damn it, game. Majestic, isn't it? Our restoration experts have really outdone themselves. You can't even tell where the old stones and the new ones begin. Oh, okay. Where the old stones end. Okay, they weren't building a one from scratch. They were just refurbishing this one. I feel better about that. You did a good job, too, so here's your reward. Almost 22,000 bucks and 2,200 XP. Oh, that would have been a good mission if either, they missed a spot right there, top center. Plus, oh, they missed a ton of spots. What, and you got lumber. You guys were terrible at this. You're terrible, Muriel. Let's see. Hey, I've almost got a bingo. I gotta click that. What do you got over here? Nope, that one doesn't have near as many spots. Catch up. Let me see how everything else is going. Yeah, I'm totally turning this into a test stream. They never claimed they were good at it. That is a fair statement. There was some text. There was some text in the actual mission briefing. I don't know if I read it. So, no, that's the tree one. No, this is... Here we go. This is the one for building the castle. The inhospitable castle. I can't... Even though I've done all the other missions, I can't do this one yet. You need to do... It's in the bag and 2 peas in a pod. That's what the castle mission overall is. It's a party. Hey! Oh, there you go. Old Bacon Face is all wrapped up now. 12 bingo events. No! Someone got bingo! Chad was... Okay, hang on here. I gotta go back through my list to see where that happened. Gained a sub. Someone called bingo... Oh, there it is. Okay. Ooh. It triggered the someone called bingo event before showing the event where someone won bingo. But thank you, Bardic, for the gift sub. Congratulations, you are now 2-0 in the entire history of Jedi Bingo. Yeah, for your own benefit. Let's see. I need to go check down here. Never claimed they were good at it. But do you have a bongo? How did I miss that? Oh, there was a lot of extra junk text going on. No bongo, just bingos. There's thanks. So yeah, absolutely nothing from bingo coming up there. So okay, I'm definitely gonna have to go mess with that. The side effect with that, I've been meaning to go rebuild the permissions and subscriptions that my bot has anyway, so that I can get notification of all of the redeems and everything. That would have let me undo a bunch of the sound effects that I've got on Triggerfire, because I'm using the free account. I can only have 20. That's this many times 4, by the way. And I'm maxed out on them right now. There are some that I like having on Triggerfire, but there are some that I would rather move to my local machine, so I have a little more space in Triggerfire to mess around with a couple of other ideas I've got for doing more complex things. But in order to do that, I need to be able... Yeah, like that one. Greetings. Welcome in, program. Yeah, that one is on Triggerfire right now. That is one that I would pull back... Is that one I would pull back? That one, actually, I would leave on Triggerfire, because Triggerfire makes it real easy to make that one redeem per person per stream. Eventually, I'll add that into my code, but that's a little farther down the roadmap for mine. But just the ability to see a redeem and then trigger the sound effect is one that I'm looking for. That will then also make it easier for me to tie my Jedi bot into my Stream Deck, so that I don't have to actually
Hold on to your butt.
have it type a command into chat in order for my bot to see it. I'll just go straight from Stream Deck to chat, or no, Stream Deck to bot. Not through chat. They're all words. Words don't matter. Ignore the words, everybody. Okay, so I can't kick off that one left. I can't kick that one off yet. Oh man, I'm just making up the worst words. It's in the bag. It's based on all work and no play. This is the one that wants me to cultivate and seed the field, and then the built-in farmer will auto-harvest it, but that's the only trailer over here is the harvester, because the developers Hate the players. I think solid comes down. And then I need 2 peas in a pod, which is over here, which is also unobtainable at the moment. So that's a lot of logging. That one's a lot of logging, but the logs are already burnt. The one thing I don't know is, and this is a long-running problem with this game, is when it says 10 burnt logs, does that actually mean 10 loads of burnt logs? Or does it mean 10 burnt logs where there are 3 logs per load when you put them on the trailers? I know when you do crafting and it calls for logs, it actually means the individual logs. So a load is actually 3 logs. But if this wants 10 loads of burnt logs, then if I get a medium logging truck with a medium logging trailer, that's going to make 5 round trips back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. If I have 2 medium logging trucks with 2 medium trailers and I winch them together, I can do 4 loads at a time. That would get me down to 3 round trips. But those are some long... That's a long road train to pull around some of these muddy mountain turns. That one's going to be a lot of driving. That one's going to be kind of boring. That's what killed farming on Season 8. It was the very last one. They're all redundant and painful anyway, but for that very last one, you needed to deliver something crazy, like 16 loads of potatoes to the airfield, and the entire trilogy of processes to harvest potatoes only got you 2 loads at a time. So let's see, wild horses. That is a long load, or long log, a load of long logs. That one's definitely loads. That's the burnt. And then 2 peas in a pod. You got to do the wild horses first. So there's 2 of these that require long logging. One is dependent on the other, so that's cool. And then Fahrenheit and 2 peas both need medium logs. So I would do those together. This one here also needs medium logs, but is dependent on a lot of other stuff happening first. And then we're back up here. This is the only one available right now, farming. So it looks like farming is going to be up next. You need to take like 6 potatoes to 6 different locations. Which honestly isn't really going to be too bad a deal. Okay, who's echoing over here? Why are you doing this? Is it because I got the volume up? Yeah, okay, the volume is a little too high on that one. Okay, I stopped that. That one actually won't be too bad, because the potatoes are 1 slot. The trailer that I've got right now will do this. All Bob's your uncle. Hey, look, that's a. Oh, geez, I scrolled way too far. That is a bingo event. I gotta invoke my Uncle Bob. Spoiler alert. Still, I've never had an Uncle Bob. Yeah, I don't know if any of the rest of these have been called. You'll tell me if they have. But he is your uncle. Awesome. I know there are a bunch of Uncle Bobs out in the world. None of them are mine. So here is another back cultivator and seeder. Am I never going to need the harvester again? Why did it even give me a harvester? And that's garbage and sand. So yeah, I've got a harvester that I will not actually ever get to use again. And it's sitting over here at this stupid farm. Yeah, the potato harvester, except I think the very first field I had to potato harvest back on the other map. And that was it. So it's just mean that they put a trailer over here that you can't even use over here. Because now I'm going to have to drive it back to the other map to sell it. But not until after I've done the other farming. So this will get me the Futon 7290RA, the other tractor, which might be better at tractoring. I think you can get the big old dualies on it, which is stupid overkill. But I'm going to start tracking this one. So I need the cultivator and the seeder. And as it just so happens, if I change maps And ironically, I think changing maps like this actually helps with all the memory leaks, because it dumps the first map you're on. It saves its state, and then it dumps that map out of memory to load the other one in instead. So any extra cruft that's accumulated, I think it actually flushes it out. The day that I had my problem, it was the 3-hour stream, I stayed on that one map the entire time, and I think that may have contributed to my partial downfall. Where did oh, okay, the other rig is over here, right? I think it's you right there. No, the planter, harvester. Nope. Okay, so hang on, I can find it this way. Oh yeah, okay, you're down here. Oh man, that's rough. There's a harvester and a seeder, both sitting just right there, ready to go. I'm sorry, a cultivator. And there's the planter. So the planter is for seeding, so I don't need that harvester either. But that planter, if I drive that one over, there's actually a much simpler route for coming back from the other map to get to the trailer store to sell it, and that's by coming through that gateway. And the other seeder that I have at the moment, it's sitting over here. Clear that. Yeah, that one's actually a fairly straight shot back over to sell it off when I'm done with it. So I think maybe I just want to take that cultivator. That's the cultivator that I can't sell, too. That one's a really good one to take over to the other map, because if I can't sell it, I don't have to worry about dragging it back over here anyway. And then I can't sell that planter. So if I just leave that one here, that's cool. This planter over here is closer to that gateway to get into the other map. So that's the one I would drive back for. And then that harvester, I don't know, I'll figure out what to do. Driving it over here to the pavement and then driving the long way around is actually probably simpler than trying to cut back over the hilltop. So if that is my intended course of action, because I don't believe I've got any other, that's the only cultivator I've got in the entire region. Oh, wait, I actually need to click. I need to click on that in order to take control and do the map change. Here we go. I'm going to keep rolling with this. We're going to do a little tractor driving. I actually kind of like this tractor. This tractor operates way better than any of the original ones from Season 8. It's a 6-wheel, and it's got pretty good mud tires on it. One of the missions, they actually kind of almost made the missions interesting and fun. There was a partially flooded field, and they already had stuff growing there. They desperately needed it to be harvested so that they could get it to sale before it rotted. So you had to drive around through some deep mud to do some of this harvesting. So the 6-wheel tractor with the mud tires worked 98%. And then the other 2% I actually had to get, I had my fuel truck sitting there. I'd back my fuel truck up across the driest portion of the field and then winch to pull myself up. So there was actually a little bit of stuff you had to do, and it wasn't just the mindless Zamboni with trees in the way. In fact, is that no, the one out there in the distance, that's the one that was flooded out. This one actually looks a lot like it, but you didn't have to manually do this. And then once you did the cultivation, then boom, it threw out these hay bales for you. I don't want that one. How am I doing on my fuel? Tell you what, I happen to have another truck. This one was already on the map prior to the glitch-cident, so it has survived really well. It has turned into my workhorse on this map, and then the Tega on the other map. I did all the planting on this other field right here in front of me, but then there was no mission to actually harvest it. It just automatically gave you stuff over there at the platform and said, yeah, go take that to market. So I now have a really pretty field full of plants that I can't do anything with. Oh no, I hit the down button. Hang on, we gotta go to the bigger menu. But look at that, Austria, I'm up to 88%. I was messing around with the 40s just a week and a half ago. This truck is a survivor. Well, they're all survivors until code gets to them. And then no one is safe. Oh wow, he's almost completely... I bet I had a fuel truck over here. I bet I zipped it by and did some topping up. But now the tractor is fully topped. What do I want to do? I want to change truck. I also need to change trailers. Okay, I've already disconnected. And compared to the Season 8 tractors, this one can haul ass when it's reasonably dry. Unfortunately, once you hook a trailer up, things can sometimes go a little sideways. I think I actually was on stream when I did it too. I was able to confirm that all of the old glitches on these trailers when you're trying to just drag them by winch still exist. They will disappear their little stubby legs underneath the pavement, or actually I think it was this one, got stuck under the dirt on the other map when I had to bring it over here. So the only way to move these things around is to hook them up to a tractor and then just hope that they go more than 4 miles an hour. Well, yeah, Season 15... I think Season 15 is supposed to hit the public test server within the next 2 weeks? Possibly within the next week. They were talking like today or tomorrow at one point. It could be up just right before New Year's. It would hardly be stunning, though, if they actually waited until the first full week of January. So something around more like the 8th, probably. It'll hit the test server, and then, unless it's glitchy, like Season 14 at the time, it's about 30 days. It steers better. It's about 30 days until it gets a public release. So Season 15 is a-coming. Season 15 is getting back to the snow, and I took a really bad line over here. Nope, this was a mistake route. I'm supposed to stay with the rock. Look at this little dude churn. He's even got lockers when you go into low gear. Still working on the first maps? Yeah, but the first... I can still look back on Michigan with fondness. My hard mode playthrough, which is basically stalled out, still working on Michigan. Still having a good time on it, though. I was making enough money that I wasn't really worried about the risk of running out. I think if you go straight to trying to play hard mode when you first get the game, you are almost guaranteed to run out of money and then soft lock the game. But once you play for a while, you get the hang of how to do some of this stuff. Like shifting into a low gear and engaging the diff locks to get out of that mud rather than just spinning tires and technically making progress but burning a ton of fuel in the process. Then money isn't too terribly hard. I'm going to guess until you get to Amur. Everything about Amur wishes to see you dead. Your frozen corpse permanently displayed along the side of the road. I can still look back on that with fondness now, but also with a slight bit of terror. Because Amur was hard. That's what made Amur great. It was hard. That's what a lot of SnowRunner gatekeepers bitch about way more than I bitch about how dark it is, even. They are incensed that it just isn't hard anymore. Completely ignoring the fact that, well, maybe it's because you got a little better, and also because the average player really doesn't want the game to be that hard on a normal basis. But the devs and the level designers have listened to an extent, so Season 15 is going to be in between the arguably two hardest levels. Right between the Kola Peninsula and Amur. So it's going to be Russian. Actually, it's not going to be Russian snow. It's Alberta? It's definitely Canada. I think it's Alberta this time. But it's going to be Russian snow in Canada. Based on timing, I'm going to guess I'll probably be able to get this over to the other map. But I don't know about you. I cannot miss the opportunity to get some Chalissa gameplay going. Definitely going to be raiding over to Portal. I love Portal. I picked up the Switch 2-pack for dirt cheap when they first released it. And I was able to, for me, comparatively speaking, speedrun Portal 1 and 2. And oh my god, it was just as much fun as it was the very first time. I don't remember the puzzles or the solutions, but they definitely seemed a lot easier to come by this time than before. May just have a little muscle memory left over. Hey, Darkstar, you made it! Welcome to the Pirate RPG. Presume that means I actually... Well, actually, I stole this train.
Looks pretty close.
Look at that! Auto shout-out! I like it when the things I make actually work.
Stop shooting me, dick.
That is true. That's why I'm assuming that they're going to be playing Portal 2, because that's the only one that's multiplayer. I could see a scenario, though, where Chalissa gets started on Portal 1, and Dan is just there to be the color commentator. Because that could work out really well, too. Chalissa could panic over something. We could all throw the Dan command into chat repeatedly to see how many of those we can get out there. And then he would take turns both mocking her and actually providing some helpful information on what she might be doing. Except that Portal 1, I don't remember, did he play Portal 1 first? Or did he and Bowman just go straight into Portal 2? That would make Portal 1 even better if Dan hasn't played it in a long time, doesn't remember anything, and it's just the two of them trying to fight through it. Oh, did she already? What kind of start? Like, there... Oh, okay, no, not already up the stream, she's just in the thing on her own. Oh, okay, she actually has it actively fired up. Okay. That was going to be that was my initial assumption, is that they were going to go Portal 2 so that they could multiplay it. And then Dan could take advantage of the fact that he's been exposed to the puzzles recently. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's that stupid red trailer. I still haven't sold it. Oh, man, the head librarian. Welcome in. Cake and triumphs. Well, for Dan and Chalissa, they can have the cake and the triumph. I'm having mud and success. I'm settling for those. Sadly, you just missed. I built a castle. Next up, I'll probably try to build... Well, no, I can't build a snowman because Bardic took all the snow for this stream. Damn it. Season 15, though. I will build a snowman somehow, some way. Ooh, you came for the mud. Nice. Well, in a few more minutes, we'll be raiding over to Dan and Chalissa playing some Portal 2. Ooh, whoa, I got really stuck here. This mud's deep. These are not small tires on this tractor, and they've disappeared in the mud. I don't know what I was connected to there, but it was strong. I turned on my headlights. Unfortunately, you cannot mount the beacons. It was really tough to try to stay straight there. You cannot mount beacons on the tractors, so safety is limited. The best I can do is turn on the headlights. Tony Brown Mud. You should already know that. I'm hoping you don't have to rely on streams to pick up that little tidbit. I'm just gonna leave the lockers turned on here because this is gonna be some rock climbing. There we we go. Did a very poor job of putting down the navigation markers. I tell you what, this time I'm going to drive around most of that water because I'm tired of getting drowned. Oop, I need to go over there. There's no straight line. Gotta go this way. Could have said the mud was moist or something. No, but that would then skeeve everybody out because no one likes the word moist. God. It's kind of like clouds. It's not really inherently, intrinsically disgusting, but thanks to the popular zeitgeist, it is. I apologize for making everybody throw up with my camera movements. I demand perfection or something. And that was not it, but I had to demonstrate damage in some capacity. That's why I'm always constantly panning around, because there's always something to damage yourself on. No, don't do it. No, you're going the wrong way. Never mind. It's cool. We're fine. Engine's still running. No, none of these are going to hold my weight to stand myself back up. That's a bit of a problem. I'm going to take these glasses off to do this. Oh, actually, no, I think that tree's good. Okay. Keep winching. There you go. I should have had the lockers on for this mud. Should have known better, but I didn't. I never know anything better. Yeah, it was on break. The Teamsters Union demand that the trucks be able to lie down at a less than 90-degree angle from time to time to feel better about themselves. We can all wish that it would be stronger, but I think we're just going to get whatever we get here. There we go. This gets us over the hill. Oh, hey, just in time. I see the Dan Servo machine has started to warm up over there. Will at least get me time to get over to the other map. For those keeping track, just up ahead, we have that damnable red dolly wagon that I have been carting around since the very beginning of this season. I still haven't gotten it far enough to the garage to get it sold, but here it is. I'm going to take advantage of the opportunity to steal gas real quick. Someday I'll sell you, my nemesis. Someday. There you go. One piece of equipment. Finally on the right map. Be sure to complain about load time. Oh, that's right. I don't want to let you down. See, when the Switch 2 comes out, they have guaranteed us, and by they, I mean the rumor mongers, that the processing bus is going to be so much more robust that these crappy load times for all these Switch games, even without any adjustment to the game itself, are going to be faster just because it's going to load. There you go. Got it. Nailed it. Complains about... Nope, that's complains about the weekend. There we go. Slow switch time. Bam, nailed it. I'm so scrolled out here that it's difficult for me to find all the proper buttons to click. There we go. Okay, those are touched around. Yeah, but really, just going between the maps doesn't feel as bad now as it once upon a time did. But oh my god, firing up the game fresh and trying to load, it takes so long. I can go through my entire stream warm-up process, including starting the stream and going through my 4-minute countdown, and it still won't finish loading. Usually I'm in vamp mode when it finally clicks in. Oops, I'm doing some pretty bad oversteering, a couple of different directions. Dan's beautiful face isn't up on screen yet, so let me see if I can get over to where I need to get to. Oh, you know what? Let's make this a challenge. I'm going to drive through here, where I have no business trying to drive through there. Because even the RV is too wide for me to get through that spot. This tractor may be narrow enough. Trailer, not so much, but if I can get all 6 tractor wheels across first, then I think I can just drag the trailer with me. I gotta slow down. I gotta slow down from there, so I'm gonna shift into the low gear. All that stuff starts breaking away. And then this tree, a lot of the bigger trucks, that tree likes to push you right toward the edge. And then this wants to break away a little. No? Are we good? There we go. Max success for the entire stream right there. Except now I'm stuck on nothing. Absolutely nothing, but I'm hung up on it. These farming trailers are the worst. Oh, okay, there. It just exploded. Maybe a little bit through. These farming trailers are just death and damnation. All in combo. I still don't see Dan's gorgeous face, so I'm just gonna start doing this. The problem with the 6-wheeler is it is hard to get straight. There we go. There we go. Cultivate. Now what are you stuck on? Nope, that's the brake. There we go. Let's go into okay, that was it. That was it. I came out of all-wheel drive. That'll make a difference in these muddy fields. Okay. Don't be imaginary stuck on something now. We're on the field. Oh. Yeah, we used to be able to slide. We are too fast and too furious for this field. Run up. Yep, yep. Hopefully those are hay bales. They will get out of the way if I come at them hard enough. Up. Ooh, that was a much better lineup than the last time. Yeah, we're already at 25%. See, if this was Season 8, that tree would be right in front of me, so I wouldn't be able to make this turn. But look how generous they have become this season. Cultivate. A little bit of a buffer zone right here. Where do I need to line up? Nope, these traders still don't like to back up. But they don't immediately try to flip you like they used to. I think having 6 wheels helps. But yeah, I'm just going to keep farming until Dan's ready. That seems fair to me. I mean, whatever else works for you. Also, they're not quite as stringent about the percentage counting as they were before. That has also helped. So I can take a couple of shortcuts here and there. I'm not making this turn quite as well. Yeah, okay, here we go. Straighten and unstraighten. 53%. Oh man, this thing's flying. The next phase is the seeding. I gotta go back to the other map to get a seeder, so that one is absolutely not going to happen. Not exploding, right? Let me get out of the red so I can actually drive a little bit faster. Wheels pointed downhill, and off we go. There's that one row that doesn't look like it has plant matter, but it also doesn't look like it's been tilled up. So I think I get credit for it, even though there aren't any plants there to be seen. Start shorten things just a little bit. I lose a percent or two here. I think if I was to 100% each of these fields, they would have about 110 to 115% material, so we got lots of opportunity. Oh, hey, there's our good buddy Dan. Oh, I'm at 85%. I'm going to finish this row, then it is time to get our raid on. Oh, see, there's some actual mud here in the middle. So I'm going to slow down just a touch, but I'm over 90%, so it means I just need one more row after this one. 94, oh, I might hit 95 even. So I'm not even going to do a good job of lining this row up. I'm just diving for it. We're going up the middle, kind of. Oh man, I'm going to fishtail like crazy. I'm going to hit the scarecrow. Boom. Stage complete. Pull it off to the side. And power down. Boom. And save the game. Keep my fingers crossed. Let's see. Let me see. That one is confirmed. Let me get that shut down. Congratulations to Bardic for going 2-0 on Jedi Stream Bingo. Let me get my Dan Servo clicker clacked up. Oops, nope. It went away. It went away. It went away. Emergency, emergency. Type it again. There it is. Let me click my button. Hey, thank you, everybody. Especially Head Librarian, Old Bacon Face, and Bardic One for dropping in today. It was a reasonably successful test. I have identified a few things I need to do with Jedi Bot and all of its nonsense. Exactly what I need. I think the current plan is my holiday stream is going to happen tomorrow. There are going to be Legos involved. And then Wednesday, I will probably not stream. The alternative is it'll be the exact opposite way around. It depends on when Master Jedi wants to go do her thing. So I'll be back in the next day or two. And then with any luck, if Miss Moon is ready to start streaming again on Friday, I'll be back for some SnowRunner multiplayer on that day. And then anyone who wants to join in can hop over to her channel to get the code from her. That's how that works. Oh, wait, I got a warning screen. Yes, okay, that'll save it. So let me fire up some music. I click the raid button. Hey, we're off. So I'll see everyone in a day or two. Bye.